on this channel, we don't just talk about Transformers channel. That is the main topic of conversation on this channel, but we do also talk about these bad boys as well. So these are the 80s Commanders. Now, anybody who's been following my channel for a while knows, and in fact, I have one of them up here, right? So this is the original line of the 80s Commanders that they've done, but as you can see behind me now, they've actually started to do a different line 80s Commanders. So the 80s Commanders, and this is going to be the 80s version. Now, Ramen Toy, the people who do these figures, they did have a few challenges, bit of pushback from people, if you like, about the color schemes that we got on these ones. So what they've done is they've gone ahead and they've actually done some that looked a little bit more like the actual classic ones. So they've done some different kind of head sculpts, and they've also made the colors more like it was in the 80s. Didn't know too much about Ramen Toy at the time, so I was like, oh, I didn't pick them up, so probably we picked the whole set of this up. Now the good thing is, if you are like me and you did pick up a set or some of these on an early bird offer from Ramen Toy, they're actually going to do you a little bit of a deal where it's going to be like $119, I think, for all three of these. Absolutely fantastic, looks great. I love my Centurion that I have here, and I think, yeah, I'll probably go all in on these three and get all three. Of course, with it being the birthday stream, there's some beers as well, some good Brewdog beers. Don't know if any of you are drinking the old Brewdog. Very, very, very good beers. And also, if you are over in the UK, so now we're going to kick off with the Transformers side of everything. If you are in the UK right now and you've been waiting on some of the buzzworthy Bumblebee stuff, then actually Kapow has got you covered, because coming in this week, the buzzworthy version of Cliff Jumper come in, and that's quite a nice version of Cliff Jumper, right? I think people really dig this version of Cliff Jumper that we can see here. I think it's okay. I don't think it's different enough to the one we got to make jump out and buy this one, but I don't think it's too, is it? It's an alright Cliff Jumper. Probably the one that's grabbing my attention probably more than any of them though is going to be Cup. So the Cup that looks like the Cup we wish we would have got with the other ones, and this Bumblebee for me doesn't really do it. Fun Studios, so Funbee Studios 3D printed, awesome looking stuff, right? Absolutely fantastic. They're turning Wreck-Gar into a quad bike. I remember somebody doing this. I've already seen somebody do this. I can't remember when it was, but I've already seen this done somewhere. So it's great that they're almost putting this out there as something that everybody can get their hands on if they have those 3D printer. But I did already see somebody do like a custom version. They did also have this Junkyard cannon as well. We saw the kind of drawings for this last week, and now again we see this actual one done in person. I think this is fan. Let me know your thoughts on Funbee Studios. I speak about them a lot on this channel. I don't actually know anybody. One person, actually, I'm telling a lie, one person has got in contact with me just the once to say they're absolutely fantastic and they love everything that they do, and they've been using their products for a while. But only one person got in contact with me. I would like to get other people's opinion on Funbee Studios. Let me know. They did actually sub to the channel the other week as well, which was pretty cool. So Funbee Studios, if you're out there watching, hello. Hello to some people who've just joined. So Road Pig John, thanks for the happy birthday, mate. I will say, a lot of people have been saying happy birthday to me. This is the channel's birthday. My birthday's in August, but this is the channel's birthday. So it's really great everybody's been able to come in this one. Prince Tom, hi everyone. Hi Prince, how are you doing? And Joe Fisher, want a Studio 86. Oh yeah, an 86 Prowl would be absolutely fantastic. Battle damage. I have not seen before is that somebody's actually now done, this is Go Better. So Go Better have done an upgrade kit for the Newage Seekers. I've never ever seen this done This is really, really cool. Oh, Princeton, thank you very much for the $2 dono there, mate. Absolutely fantastic. First dono ever on this channel. Thank you. Congratulations on the 2 years. Thank you so much. So this is the Legendary Heroes. This is David. Look at how good this box. You know, I was born 1982, so I'm pretty old. And this is the box that came with. You've also got the box art for Dead Prime as well. So if you like your Primes a little bit more dead, there we go. Okay, so is that better? That should be much better now, because I've just made it go onto the microphone. That should be absolutely perfect now. Better. No cutting. Any other challenges, please let me know. Awesome. I love having this interactiveness with you all. Usually it's just us chatting on chat, right? But this is quite good. It's quite, there's a little bit of delay, but there's it's good. Just to get to some of the chats then, I guess. Hi Brian, welcome to the party. We've got the beers going. If you want to grab yourself a beer, depending on where you are. I know some parts of the world it's still pretty early. Guyver 400, Guyver 400. Awesome. I have a Guyver right here. Right, so let's get back to the Transformers news. So with the Year of the Tiger coming up, of course, Cangtoys not about to miss a single beat with that. So they're going to be producing this gold tiger. Now, again, I think this is going to be limited edition, similar to the Lucky Draw type stuff, but it's really, really cool. I think they did another golden one last year for that year. So if you collect all of these, in the end, you'll have a big gold Predacon. This one is a little bit controversial, shall we say. Few people get a little bit controversial with this one because it's got some Predacons in it that, well, people think are not Predacons, basically. But I still think this is very good. Even the monkey and everything that's in it, I still think this is going to be a wonderful addition to anyone's collection. This crab, though. So if anybody actually has the original release of this, let me just take it back there 1 second. If anybody has the original release of this, I don't remember the original release coming with this crab. I don't remember this crab being in it. Is this just accessories, or is this something that they've added to celebrate the new year? I'm not sure. But there's going to be a golden crab with it. Why not? Then we can move on to RT, aka Rose, aka KO Arcee. So this is going to be the KO take on Arcee, and apparently this is going to fix all of the challenges that you had with the other Arcee that they've done. So apparently there was some head issues with it, and it also had a few other issues, so they're going to fix all that for you. It's the hands combined. Of course, it's the hands, they're combined. I get it. So they merge into a crab. So many extra bots and extra animals that Cangtoys have created with this release of the Predacons, right? It's cool. Moving on then to GT Toys. We did cover this one last week, I think, but this is now the box art for Foo Fighter, and we get a little bit of a better look at Foo Fighter, aka the different version of the Protectorbots that they're doing. That I really like this. I have to say that even though I know I'm going all in on the Ocular Maxx version of the Protectorbots, I do love it. I do love this one. I really do. Even though I know which one I'm picking up, something tells me that I'm not even sure if the for my stylings and the way that I like my figures, I'm not sure even if the X-Transbots version or the Ocular Maxx version is going to end up looking better than this version. What are you thinking on the GT version then? Has anybody here been collecting these? I know you've been waiting on the Hotspot for a very long time. Has anyone been collecting any of these GT? Yeah, I think the GT re-release, the other members
of the Protectorbots. Yeah, let's hope. I mean, yeah, if you're going to release Hotspot, the main dude, you better hope that you re-release the other ones. In fact, actually, if you go to AliExpress, you can usually find the other members of that team, even though they do seem to be sold out in a lot of other places. You can usually find versions of them kind of milling around on AliExpress. No, but that Hotspot looks so good. I know, right? It does look phenomenal. Hotspot will be my first from GT. Yeah, Brian, let me know how that one goes, because I haven't picked up anything by GT. Oh, I really do want to, but I'm with these dudes. I'm with Ocular Maxx. So this one finally getting its release, and I really like it. I think what I am pleased about is that when we get a little closer look at this, I was worried that the windows were going to be stickers. I don't think they're stickers. I might be wrong. I might be wrong here. Some people have said that they do like to use stickers, but I just don't see how it is stickers and have that many lines in it, especially when it comes to seeing it in the ARM mode. I do really hope that those windows are plastic and painted on and are not stickers. Then we move on to this. So Jinbo are going to be releasing some Seekers, and they look like this. Not for me. No. These, I think, are pretty damn ugly. If I was doing this on a normal video, I would now be playing the clip of Galvatron where he says, "This is bad comedy." So these are, in my opinion, just bad comedy. I think there's a lot of better Seekers out there right now, even in the KO section. These Jimbo ones, nah. Moving on then to these. So I don't talk about these much on the channel, these Beastboxes. In my opinion, as I've said before, they are the modern day take on Rocklords, because they are just a beast that turns into, instead of a rock, it turns into a box. But I wanted to mention this one because what does this look like? We're all Transformers fans here. What does this look like? This looks like what's under the sea on the Quintessons planet, right? This definitely looks to me like those. If these were small enough, this would be so cool to have flying around with your Studio 86. These do look like they're from the planet of Quintesson, and then they turn into a box. We're also getting ready for these to ship. So these are these KO kind of MP44 KOs. I've gone for the Ultra Magnus one, but every time I see this one, every time I see the Evangelion one, I do really start to think I didn't pick this one up, but I've gone for the Ultra Magnus one on these. As you can see, they come with a lot of accessories. So they come with a jetpack, they come with an axe, they come with a gun as well, and from what they showed on a different picture as well, if you have the older version of this is the more up-to-date version of their KO take on the MP44. Apparently the old backpack won't fit on the new one, so I don't know why that will be an issue, but it is. Fanshobby are going to be re-releasing this bad boy. So they're actually going to do a re-release of Overlord. As far as I'm aware, this is one of the better Overlords that are out there. Of course, they have just finished off the set. I have Cap upstairs now, so next week I'll be reviewing Cap, which will be the final one of the Super God Master Forces that I'm going to review. Really hope that this keeps up the quality that we had with Ace Hitter. Fanshobby are also releasing Red Buzzer and Nightwalker. So one is a retake on Ace Hitter, or their take on Shutter, and the other one is a different version of Minerva. Now I wouldn't pick up Nightwalker, as I've already said, because I had so many issues with Minerva, and then their version, their Red Buzzer, which is just a different take on Ace Hitter. Phenomenal. Pick that up, by all means. Pick that up because it's really good. Moonstudio. We did speak about Moonstudio before, and we get to see a few more pictures of Moonstudio now. So really cool. I mean, just look at these. They are things of absolute beauty. I almost did a video the other day, actually, like reasons why to buy the Moon Studios version versus the Takara one, because when you put the two figures next together, especially the combiner, you can really start to see just the difference. Bulkhead. Now, I actually showed a little picture of this that had been snatched out of Weibo the other day, and it didn't have Bulk's head. It had a different head, and I thought it looked odd, if I'm honest. This, I think it looks okay. I think that we know they're going to be giving us Inferno very soon, and I think this is a retool of Inferno. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but with the cab being the way that the cab is in the chest, I think this is just a retool of Inferno. Very much looks like the Legacy representation that we're getting for Bulkhead as well, and it looks okay. I mean, it's one of those things where I actually prefer the alt mode on this to the bot mode. Similar to the Legacy version, I guess. I don't like the bot mode too much, but I do like the alt mode. This kind of more heavily armored APC, I guess, or just an armored truck. I guess this one looks like a mobile command center a little bit, I guess. But yeah, this looks really good in its alt mode. But yeah, the bot mode. Yeah, the bot mode. Well said, Enstro. Yeah, so the bot mode is horrific. Its alt mode is ace looking. Yeah, I know. I agree. Yeah, retool of Inferno. All day long, this is a retool of Inferno. Next up, we have Fanstoys. So last week, we saw one arm. Now, we see the other arm. So this is going to be Viper from Fanstoys. Again, awesome. Really nice looking, and I'm sure that every single person who has picked up and purchased the rest of these aerial bots from Fanstoys is breathing a sigh of relief that everything that they invested in it looks like it's actually going to pay off. Great looking bots, and we can see it's smooth, it's nice. The arms look really good, really detailed. Can't wait to see them with the paint on as well. And let me know if you have been collecting these. How do these compare to the Zeta one? Because I know that the Zeta one is one of the better ones out there. So how does this set match up so far versus the Zeta one? Because I haven't picked up the Zeta one either. Moving over to non-transforming Transformers 30 MDLX. So MDLX, this is their take on Bumblebee. Cool. You know, this is one of those non-transforming Transformers that will never make its way into my collection unless I found them very cheap. But yeah, this looks like it's got some really great articulation on it. Looks like it's got multiple different head sculpts and different weapons and things, and I actually really like the way that this looks like it's jumped straight out of, I wouldn't say a comic book, I would say this actually looks like it's jumped straight out of some kind of computer game. So this looks like it's jumped straight out of my Xbox or my PlayStation and straight onto someone's shelf. I think it's cool. Moving over to the world of Hasbro and Hasbro Korrc class at that. So this little purple dude here is pretty cool, and I didn't know very much about this one at all because I have to say that Pretenders were kind of where I draw the line for Transformers, because although I had one, that was the only one I really got. But this is going to be Ignus. So originally he was a Pretender, but now he turns into bike mode here. Is okay. It comes with this weird weapon, but we'll get into that in a second. Core classes, though, for me, it's not where I'm at with my collecting. I did enjoy the take on Megatron, but no. We now get to see also for the first time these boxes here for the Core class Legacy line. So yeah, I think this is a little bit different to the core classes that we were getting before. Were they on blister packs? I seem to remember Megatron, when he came to me, was in a blister pack rather than a box. So again, trying to move away from the plastic packaging. Looks like they're trying to get some boxes in, even with the core class ones. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is a Skywarp within the Legacy line now. looks okay. Obviously, it's going to be a recolor of Starscream. Again, it's got the same challenges that I had with the Starscream version. I wasn't really into it too much. If I want to get a smaller version of Starscream, I do think there's probably better ones out there. It looks too fat. It doesn't hide the transformation well enough. The box art though looks nice. Looks alright. The box art actually looks better than the figures. But we did say that we would get onto this. So this is the sword now. So the sword that comes with Hot Rod, plus the one that comes with Ignus, plus that little thing. You have to buy 2 other figures to make core class Hot Rod's sword. I don't know. I'm not into it. And we're gonna end the news segment today on this. So we all know that this is one of the better versions of IDW Transformers that came out. Probably the best comic line from Transformers that we've ever had, the original IDW one. Certainly for me, I absolutely loved it, but it has now been confirmed this week that IDW are going to be losing the license for Transformers. So the good thing is there, I guess, that they've had enough notice, which means that we will get an end to the Transformers storyline from them. Hope they do find a way to wrap it all up and not just cut us all off. That would be bad. But I'm quite sad to see the end of them. I think they've done some decent stuff, certainly at the beginning. I'm even really liking the new storyline. I know people have found that quite controversial, and some people don't really like the new way that the stories have gone. But for me, I've enjoyed them, and I've especially enjoyed some of the crossovers they've done recently with the Terminator line, and also the crossover that they did with Ghostbusters was a lot of fun. The My Little Pony stuff was, probably not so great, but in its own way was fun. And I know through this channel, through connections that I've had with other people, that if you're a Transformers fan of my age, people found it a really great way to kind of connect with their daughters and things like that. So yeah, I think it was a really, really nice way to do something a little bit different. Not for everybody, but it was okay. They're not only going to be losing the Transformers, but they're also going to be losing every other Hasbro franchise as well. So that means that they'll lose Mask. It means they're also going to be losing G.I. Joe. It also means they're going to be losing, well, anything to do with Hasbro. I mean, do they do the Power Rangers ones? I'm not sure. Very, 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 very sad.